That was our interview with Connor Daly, man. How was it, man? Did you enjoy that? I enjoyed it.
I don't want to. No, I'm not trying to discredit all the other people that we've interviewed, but I think this is probably one of the coolest interviews that we may have had, to be honest.
Yeah, because he's at the top series. I mean, like he isn't, and yeah, I hate to discredit because we've had a lot of great guests here at In the Marbles, but that was our first IndyCar driver. And what an interview it was. It was so awesome. Again, thank you, Connor, for being on the show. We had a great time. That was great. I only wish our IndyCar guy was here, or we had an IndyCar guy, because that would have made his day. Yeah,
we got to learn a decent amount of stuff. I mean, you couldn't wrap your head around the fact that there's no power steering.
I don't understand that. How do they do that?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The way he described it, how you get like the blisters and your hands are bleeding, like that's just wow.
You can't. I mean, that's old school NASCAR right there, and you would think how technologically advanced those cars are, that they'd be way above and figured that out, but no, they haven't. That's crazy.
I thought it was cool that he broke down a lot of the technical side in general too, as well.
Yeah, I appreciated that.
It's just a shame, like he said, it doesn't seem like they get a lot of, I guess, following or some, for the IndyCar series. Like he said, why can't we meet in the middle where you have fans of NASCAR and fans of Formula One? Why can't we meet in the middle with something like this?
Yeah, and I guess we're guilty of that too here in the Marbles, because I'm the NASCAR guy. I love NASCAR. You're the Formula One guy. You like F1, and we hope to have an IndyCar guy here, but only because my vision of that is to bring us together and just talk racing. Yeah. It's not even to have debates. Your Formula One's better than Indy and Indy's better than NASCAR. That's not the point. The point is to have a racing round table discussion about these sports and why they're good, and promote what sport we love in auto racing, what particular form of auto racing we like. And maybe one day have a drag racing fan in here and say, this is why drag racing is awesome. It's like, well, let's go and explore that. Yeah. And let's go to a Formula One race. I've been to one, and I'd like to go again. And I've been to IndyCar. I've been to all three. But they're all different and unique in their way, but that was awesome. Thank you again to Connor for being on the show. Hope everybody enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you.
I'm definitely going to watch IndyCar next year now.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get into it. Yeah. I mean, I did catch one race, I believe I did this past year, back when I was still working at the department. I think it was Iowa, too. I think it was on TV, and I watched the whole thing.
And I enjoyed watching the races. It's just, I think he's right. I think if it was a bit more fan interaction, like NASCAR has the NASCAR app where you could spend $4 a month for the scanners and everything. And I wish IndyCar had something like that. I know back when they were the Verizon IndyCar series, my uncle could do that, but I can't. And I know if they have something like that and I'm just ignorant to it, somebody please let me know. But I would enjoy it more if I could listen in and learn what they're saying. It's like, when he was talking about the cross weight and all that stuff, it's like up, down, up, down. It's like, if I could hear that and know what they're doing now, thanks to Connor, now I could probably be a little more in tune with it.
Yeah, I found it cool that, he talked about how, he did a little testing with, Formula One and everything like that over in Europe. And he just talks about how the money difference as well between IndyCar and Formula One.
Oh, it's just astronomical.
Crazily. And it is a shame that he said that it's a shame that there's really no Americans over in Formula One.
That surprised me, because you would think Formula One being the, and here we go with Formula One, the top series in the world, the best drivers in the world. I think Formula One is scared to have Americans over there because we just whoop their butts. I'm just going to say it. Say it right now.
Now, as far as, when Connor was talking about as far as IndyCar, do you think that with somebody like Jimmy Johnson coming over to the series, do you think it'll bring new fans that'll stick?
Because I'm curious to see how Jimmy Johnson will perform in an IndyCar.
Right.
Knowing what I know now, just a little bit more than I know now about an IndyCar, not that I knew a lot about it, how the cars work, but knowing what I know now just based off of what we talked about with Connor, how will he adjust to that? No power steering. He's a fit dude.
Yeah.
But can he do it? And just, him racing around and willingness to learn, I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
And Connor describing how, like, holding the steering wheel is like trying to hold up weights at the same time while you're that's a lot.
You don't think about that.
No, you don't at all.
They're really an unappreciated sport.
I think he gave us some really cool insights. Just the whole interview was great, and the cockpit system and everything like that. He gave us the insight on that. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it was great. And great to have him on. Hopefully one of many.
I hope that
IndyCar
the people
drivers on.
listening out there maybe will tune in for IndyCar race next year.
Yeah,
too,
tune in and then talk about it more.
Yeah.
And thanks to all those who responded to the last-minute Facebook post about that questions. We asked a few of them. Didn't ask them all.
Yeah, we didn't ask them all.
Didn't ask them all, but
I know somebody will be disappointed about one of them we didn't ask.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You'll still be a fan. But, man, we've reached my favorite part of the show, Driver of the Week, and this week in NASCAR. And we're going to go ahead and I found something that says December in here.
Uh-oh.
And we're still in December. We're getting into January here by the time this comes out, but we're recording in December. So it just says in 1970 in December. That's all it says.
It just doesn't give you a date.
It doesn't give me a date, but it says in December. R.J. Reynolds announces its Winston brand of cigarettes will become the title sponsor of NASCAR's premier stock car racing series. The official title will be the NASCAR Winston Cup Grand National Series, and that's your This Week in NASCAR. In 1970, Winston came aboard in December.
Something does happen in the off season.
It's something worth writing down in the
book.
in the official NASCAR history book.
I love it.
Which I would like to get an Indy and Formula One book of those, but those are god-awful expensive, dude.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. Especially a Formula One one. I wonder where they're getting all their money. Anyway, Preston, our driver of the week this week for the first episode of Season 3 of In the Marbles. Who do you got?
Juan Pablo Montoya.
Here's something interesting about Juan Pablo Montoya. And I brought this up to my uncle after, in fact, the IndyCar race at Pocono we went to. Juan Pablo Montoya, I've seen him race in Formula One, NASCAR, and IndyCar.
Oh, wow. That's
Indianapolis for Formula One in 2004, NASCAR from 2000 in 2007, 8, 9, and I think that was it. I think that was the last time I saw him race. And then in IndyCar series in 2015. In 2015, seen him race in all 3 series. But so was my uncle. So was my uncle as well.
That's cool.
All right, so continue on. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Storied career of Juan Pablo Montoya.
Yeah, Juan Pablo Montoya, born September the 20th of 1975 in Colombia, the country.
The country, yes. Not South Carolina. Bogota, Colombia.
Yeah. Some of his notable championship titles, 1998 International Formula 3000 champion. He was a 2-time Indy 500 winner, Indianapolis 500 winner. 2017 Race of Champions, and he was the 2019 IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Champion, where he currently races to this day.
Yep.
For Acura Team Penske. That's a lot of different names there. Acura Team Penske.
Acura Team Penske.
So he's run a couple different motorsports over the years. IndyCar Series career, he ran 52 races over 5 years. And Champ Car career, he ran 40 races over 2 years. Formula One World Championship career lasted 5 years. He made 94 starts racing for teams of Williams and McLaren. And his NASCAR Cup Series career, 255 races run over 9 years. And then he also ran Xfinity Series, 23 races over 3 years. So he's almost done it all. I guess
he's done it all.
Dabbled in a little bit of everything, which is not a bad thing.
What are his Formula One stats?
Formula One.
Or did you already say that?
I didn't. I just said his starts. He had 94 starts. In Formula One, he had 7 wins, 30 podiums, 13 pole positions, 12 fastest laps, and his career points in Formula One were 307 altogether.
Wow. That's about as much Lewis Hamilton scored in this season.
Yeah.
Let's put that in perspective.
Well, Lewis Hamilton scored. Yeah, you're right. He scored a lot.
Yeah, he scored a lot this season.
So Juan Pablo Montoya, our driver of the week. Like I said, it's kind of cool that he's dabbled in so many different forms of racing.
Ironic that you bring up his name, too, because I just, like I mentioned, I've seen him race in all 3 series, and this is Season 3 kickoff of In the Marbles. 3-3-3 all around.
3-3.
All around there, buddy.
We need to play the lottery yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. I've already hit it. Not in the figurative sense, not a literal sense, obviously, but I've already hit it, man. But Preston, I think that will wrap up our Season 3 opener, man. I'm looking forward to this season. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We got a few races lined up that we are going to.
Yes.
And maybe at the end of the year, Snowball Derby or something like that.
Maybe.
We have yet to see. I know Charlie's ready for Pocono. He's one of the guys coming with us, and we have yet to figure out who the other one is, but then stand by again because we got some big stuff coming down the pipe.
Yeah, we got some cool things happening here at In the Marbles, and we can't wait to share it with everybody.
So I'd like to thank our partners real quick before we go. Dr. Squatch Soaps, if you need to drop the chemical enhanced soaps and go with all natural, Dr. Squatch is where to go. Flag and Anthem, our online clothing store that we just partnered up with. They are sell flannel for both men and women, jeans, t-shirts, you name it, they got it. And Stand Up to Cancer, a personal favorite of mine. Everybody's been affected one way or another from cancer. Make sure to go over to Stand Up to Cancer, and all these can be found at inthemarbles.net under the Partners tab. And donate, buy a hoodie, and anything helps to beat that terrible disease. So make sure to check out. I'd like to thank all of our partners again for everything they do helping with the show. And I'd like to thank you, the fans, for sticking around and getting ready for season 3. I cannot wait. This is going to be a lot of fun, not only for us, but hopefully for you as well listening to it. So
yeah, we got a lot of great things happening between, like you said, we'll of course share other things with the fans as we go along. But I mean, there's a lot of moving parts here, and especially with the Unhinged Sports Network. I mean, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on there. Stay tuned for more updates with that. We're proud to be associated with them, and
I think things are going to look good this year, hopefully.
Yeah,
I feel it.
Yeah,
it's great.
This is going to be a better year than 2020.
Yeah. Let's put 2020 behind us.
That's right. That's right. But Preston, you have anything else before we wrap up this first episode of season 3 of In the Mars? Okay, man. Well, if you got nothing else, I got nothing else. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I'd like to thank everybody so much for tuning in to us this week here at In the Marbles. Make sure to head over to inthemarbles.net for links to all of our social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Yeah, we started a TikTok here at In the Marbles. Make sure to go check that out. I'd like to thank all of our partners again: Dr. Squatch, Flag and Anthem, Stand Up to Cancer, Fanatics, and Fubo, for everything you need to get ready for 2021. Thanks again to Connor Daly for being on the show. It was a great time talking to you. For Preston Lute, I'm Matt Beamer. Thank you again for listening. Stay safe and have a good rest of your week. Hey race fans, want more In the Marbles content? Make sure to subscribe below and check out our videos over here.